For today's activity, you will need a cord that is 2 meters long. I'm using lanyard cord, a key ring, 72 white beads, and 9 black beads. To start, we're going to tie the key ring on to the middle of our string. Now we're going to start with our first row. So our first row is made out of 3 white beads. So I'm going to put all 3 white beads onto one end of my string. So 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to take my other string, and starting at the end of the first string end, I'm going to follow the beads along, going the opposite direction that the other string end went. So I have a string end on each side of the beads. I'm going to pull nice and tight so that it ends up at the top by the knot. Now my next row is 4 white beads. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add all 4 to my string. I take the other string end and I follow the path backwards. And I pull tight. And the next one is the first string row we have that contains black. So I do 1 white, 1 black, another white, another black, and a final white. Now I'm going to go through again in the opposite direction, starting at the tip of that string and going through each bead. Now, if you can't go through all of them at once, you can go one at a time. You can go one and then do your next, and so on and so forth. Just make sure that they all end up on both strings. And I'm going to pull nice and tight. Now I'm going to continue for the next 2 rows, which are the mouth and the chin of my skeleton, following the pattern. Now that the head is done, I'm going to start on my arms. So my arm takes 10 white beads, so I'm going to put all 10 onto my one string end at the same time. So I have all 10 on my string. I'm going to push it all the way up against the chin of my skeleton. Now you can see the hand is made out of 3 beads, so I'm going to skip the first 3 beads. And then I'm going to go through the next 3 beads. And that is my lower arm that I'm making. I've made my hand to my lower arm. And I'm still just using that one end. I'm not using the other end of string. Now I'm going to skip over the next one to create an elbow. I'm going to make my upper arm by going through the next 3. I'm going to pull tight, and now I have a bent arm with an elbow. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Now it's time to do my body. So I'm going to do I'm going to do the 7 rows of the rest of the torso. Now that I've finished the torso, it's time for me to start on my legs. So the legs each have 12 beads. So I'm going to feed 12 beads onto one of my strings. So the foot, like the hand, is 3 beads long. So I push 3 beads. Now the lower leg is 4 beads long. So I'm going to put my string through 4 beads in a row. I'm going to pull nice and tight. Now to make the knee, I skip the next one, and the upper leg is going to be 4 beads long. So I string through those 4 beads. And then I can work on tightening it. Now I'm going to repeat with the other leg. Now my 2 ends are right next to each other, and I can tie them off and then trim the ends. And I have a skeleton keychain. Now that you know how to do this one, you can try a lot of other fun pony bead patterns that you can find online or through the link below. Have a great one, and hope to see you with future activities at Roper Summer Day Camp.